Hi, we are the Security Blankets, Kyle Hippe, Dylan Zuber, Joseph Sweitzer, and Suzanne Shumaker. We are doing an analysis of drug usage and mental disorders from data from Canada from the year 2017 provided by Rocky Mountain Poison and Drug Safety.
Awesome. So we wanted to look at, is there a correlation between drug abuse and the diagnosis of mental health challenges in the Canadian population? To do this, we used a chi-squared test for homogeneity, where we broke down our data to look at the categories of mental disorders such as autism, ADHD, or bipolar, and their illicit usage of drugs such as morphine or prescription stimulants. We then performed the chi-squared test and obtained chi-square values and p-values, which we then used for further analysis of our data.
We put the data into a data table and sorted by p-value from lowest to highest so we could see which mental disorders were the most divergent from the sample population with regards to drug usage. We found autism and morphine use to be the most divergent, and this was pretty surprising to us. We were not expecting autism to be the highest, especially with bipolar disorder as well as borderline personality disorder being the most prescribed for drugs overall.
In this chart, we have the number of significant anomalies correlating with the disorders. We can see that ADHD in the study used about 12 different drugs atypically from the population, whereas PTSD and schizophrenia used roughly 1.
Thanks, Joseph. So here are the highlights and some additional studies of what we found in our data. So the biggest thing we found was the use of opioids in people with autism. So in one article, we discovered that children with autism are 2 to 2.5 times more likely to experience chronic pain, which is likely the reason we see a high usage of opioids in people with autism. And the second point is borderline personality disorder was the likeliest to use drugs. So in another article, we found that addiction and borderline personality often occur concurrently. This same study showed that 2/3 of people who have BPD have abused a substance at some point in their lives. So here is our works cited for all the articles just previously mentioned. So that is our presentation. Thank you very much for watching, and also thank you to our sponsors. Thank you also to Penn State for including PLU and our class in this year's DataFest.